Hello, it's Prince Easy, and today we only have some pictures. Uh, so, what is going on with the world? People have gone insane, right? People have gone insane. People have gone completely insane. I'm like confused. What what is the connection between birth rates and air defense systems? Who comes up with this? Are you using AI, my guy? Eh? Maybe they're using AI, these people. Hmm? Now, people who are playing by the game, who know how to play the game, and who have taken advantage of the game, they're actually winning. Hmm? This is so twisted right here, right? So you only have to bet on the biological man in a transgender Olympics in order for you to get back your bet. It's almost a guarantee in most sports, if I don't say all. Yeah, it's funny, right? This is funny. Come on. Of course, we have this cowboy here. Now I don't know if it's a cowboy, but I don't know, right? So he's riding the horse backwards. A white horse, basically prostitute symbolism. Yeah. And of course, as usual, we know they are mocking the white horse rider, right? We have seen Rema, the Nigerian artist, do it so many times, and now we are seeing this witch here. Well, what else? Now this is the thing. Mm. And what do we have here? Protector. Right. So we have the white horse, we have protector. So yeah. A man, desert eagle, tyrant, the whole thing. I'm interested to hear their message. Trust me, it's gonna be cryptic as usual. More pictures. Clear as white. Mm? Tree bark based alternative. The people who say they wanna conserve the environment, why do their solutions always end up they always end up making everything worse, right? There is not enough tree bark out there to make this sustainable. Yeah, now more psychological warfare stuff, right? And everybody had their own breaking situation. Mm? It goes on, right? And this is the result of arrests being made. Well, that is so wrong in so many ways. You're actually empowering division. I am of the opinion that kufunga is not supposed to be easy. Now, I don't know what people believe, but if people are going to jail because they ate and you saw them eat, and somehow that made you break your fast, then maybe there's a problem there. Maybe there's a problem there. And if the faith says that, then yeah, there's a problem. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But how is it a criminal offense for somebody to eat? Okay, it's fine. You are fasting, right? I'm not, and we are living together. It's not an Islamic state. Or is Zanzibar an Islamic state, and yet it's not declared because of majority Muslim? Hmm? I don't know. But it's not right. Infringing somebody else's right, God-given right even, in order to make somebody else comfortable. That is what I call a slippery slope. A slippery slope. It leads to more errors. Okay, me eating pork and you eating beef, and one of the other is Muslim, we should be able to eat at the same table. Maybe not the same plate, but the same table. And that is compromise. But if it comes to a degree that we have to eat in the different house, then, like I said, it's a slippery slope. But I think it's just a product of radicalism. And trust me, any religion can be radicalized. Any religion can be radicalized easily. So all of these attacks, starting with the Maasai situation and the Ole Sendeka situation and this video clip, they're all connected. They're all connected because when I hear Ole Sendeka, the only image that comes into my head mostly is Golongolo for some reason. He has been an advocate, yeah, for the Maasai people of the Ngorongoro, saying that it's unfair. So if anything were to happen to him, you catch my drift. So he better figure his situation out. This Zion is for everybody within Zion, not a specific tribe localized somewhere and then that's their whole situation. No, it's not about tribes. The Maasai can buy land in Jombe, in Iringa, in Songea without any question. So why is the other way then so wrong? Why do they need some special status? Why should we give them special status? That they can come and buy land from us and do business in our land, but it's damn near impossible to go to theirs because of some special status. And the whole efforts that have been made to eliminate this status, right, to assimilate these people who have been isolated for so long, for us as a country to move as a whole, but it seems that people are misunderstanding the whole situation. Maybe the execution is wrong, maybe you have other political reasons, for the whole opposition of the Ngorongoro thing. But I think mostly it's just pressure from the Maasai. Pressure. I know how you operate. The Maasai, I know them how they operate. And how they operate is mainly feeling that they're not part of the entirety of the society of any country in the East Africa, especially when it comes to these two countries of Kenya and Tanzania. So Olasendeka do not become a pawn. Something is afoot. Something is afoot. Has been afoot for a long time, but people have not been paying attention, right? And the response to this was actually like underwhelming, let's just say that, you know. Let me find some. And the issue is that what made it worse is that the leaders were too slow to answer, and it was just left to the media to handle this. But let me tell you this, for the government it's quite easy, you know, from the top down, you know, to give information, to pass on information. But information coming from down going up, it's harder, right? Jamii Forum like did a good job, you know. They did a good job. I saw the statement that was given, but you have to, like they give a video and you give a PDF. Like really, you see what? Don't you see the problem there? What do you think will reach people faster, a video or a PDF explaining the whole ordeal to be a situation created to cause disruption or crisis within the country? You have to take this thing seriously, you know. Clip too, it had the power to do this, a single clip. People were up in arms and wondering and pondering what is happening over there in Zanzibar. And this comes right after a statement was given about the problems between Zanzibar and Tanganyika being solved. Yeah, they gave that statement recently, and this happens. What do you think is that? That is war, you know. You gotta pay attention to these things. So information must be fluent. Create a system, okay, where people like tentacles, you know, they collect these videos, right? And we know like, yo, this video has blown up. It blows up because it is systematically blown up. I don't know how many times I have to say this. Okay, systems, Instagram, it can be weaponized. They can literally make a video go viral with a click of a button. Okay, how is it so easy then? They know the GPS location of every phone. Okay, so they can literally target all the people in Tanzania to get this video up in their Explorer feed. It's quite easy. And then it becomes like it is a weapon already. It is armed and it is being used. Okay. Now, look at the issues now. This is not the government giving information. The issue is government receiving this information and processing it and giving it out, rectifying the errors, and like all the time is like they're late. It's because this pyramid thing, right? Information is quite easy, you know. There are systems in place. The government issues statements in magazines, on its social media pages and all of this, but the ways that the government receives information, that's a whole other that's a whole other deal. Okay, that's the communication issue. And another thing that popped up in my head I forgot about, you know, it's like now we are entering the digital age and applications are taking center stage, but like really stop. Like everybody coming up with their own app, that is ridiculous. Okay, TRA, this and that, all have their own apps. Like, are you serious? What, by the end of the day, how many apps does a citizen of Tanzania have to have in their pocket in order to like, because as of now, like what is standard is they are first connected to their credit cards. That's the first app, right? And then they have their M-Pesa, Tigo Pesa app. That's another app, right? They have they have this, other apps like social media and stuff like that, you know. And now they gotta have an app for TRA. They gotta have apps that basically should be under one umbrella called the government. And this makes it easy for parts to communicate with each other. But this is just a expression of how disconnected the government is inside. It's not a single functioning system. It's like a mess. The flow of information is like a disaster. And if there's no flow of information, proper flow of information, then the flow of information for me to you is like easy, right? Because it is like a pyramid type of situation, right? I'm at the top and all of the information then trickles down to individual personalities, right? But if the government is to do that, then it won't work. It won't work so well. Because I'm not receiving information from people, you know. Mostly, anyway. So, a simple way would be like, I don't know, Wizara ya Habari or some, they have like, it's quite easy to like, there's instant messaging these days. Like how are people late? That's the issue. How are people late to address things until the thing goes on and on and on? And like I saw this thing unfold and I was like, what? You know? I was like amazed and I was like looking, okay, who and who is responding, you know? Who and who is responding to this? And I was surprised to see that like the government was the last, you know, issuing a statement, not even a video. They made clips, but again, look how I would attack this, right? So they make a clip, like for instance the Maasai thing, right? Like I've said, I think I said this in that video, right? Go to the location. It's quite easy. Go to the location. I say we are here. Okay, did this thing happen? You just ask people. It didn't happen, so then you put in information like, yo, this happened in 2017 from what I've heard. Yeah, the clip is from 2017, but it was weaponized to be used today. Yeah, that's funny, right? That's funny. So it just, we should use that bad situation as a test to have systems in place in order to fight psychological warfare properly, using the media. Okay, in the front and center of psychological warfare is the media, because the people, the masses, are the target, right? The masses, the people, are the target. So the media is the way to reach them, most of them anyway. And to like completely avoid all of these psyops is to actually have your own social media. Okay, the Chinese have done it. They have their own thing. Okay, that's something to be admired about the Chinese when it comes to utilizing technology in social issues, social communication especially, right? They have this QQ, if I'm not mistaken. You can pay with it, you can communicate with it, you can share with it, you can communicate in various ways, not just once. You can make videos and send messages and send pictures and share pictures. It's like all the apps, all of the social media just wrapped in one single app. Let me just say that. Right? And this tendency, it carries on to every other Chinese-owned application out there. It's efficient. It's efficient, right? But since most people are logged on into international or other Babylon systems, then we are reaping the consequences of their nonsense. Yeah. This is all them. This is their handiwork. You know, who has in their storage a clip from 2017? You tell me. Right? These are simple things where people are not really asking themselves, you know. Who has in their mobile phones in this day and age, who has a footage of a person being punished in 2017 because of something? Who has it? The only possible people I see having this are the news, the people working in the multimedia, yeah, in the information sector, but not me and you. No, no. Okay, no. So you have to ask yourself things like that. It's obviously a psyop, and these people are so stupid. The people who are behind these things are like so stupid. Like, I think they should fire the people that are running these operations. Just fire them and hire new ones. Like, they're doing a terrible job. Okay? The government of Zion is not doing a terrible job. It's just late to the show, like every time. Okay, but we are sharpening that sword slowly. Let's just say that. And it's gonna be like a switch, ta ta, immediately. Yeah. So now imagine how long did it take for them to find this guy for an interview or something like that. And then most importantly, follow up. Don't just end a case and drop it. Follow up. Go to the source. So I've said, and I'm saying it again, Zion, we are at war. We are at war, okay? Last week it was the Putin video, the deep fake. Within 24 hours this came out. So it is part of their game. It's deception to cause disruption. And these small escalations, they are mounting. Yeah? They are mounting to a finale. Okay, so we have to beat them to the punchline by having clear communication back and forth. Okay, people actually being available, and if they are not available, then what is the alternative? That should be established, like redundancy, So the system is always communicating at all times, right? Even though they have their efforts of disrupting the internet and stuff like that, but we should have taken into account these things, right? Because now the internet is a weapon. Yeah, they can blow it up and just say Houthis did it. A Houthi anchor did it. So let's have our own, let's just say that, have our own social network, have our own systems that we are in fully control of. So even if the Instagram, the Facebook, the Twitter goes down, then right? So that is the way, And I'm saying these things and they seem like, I don't know, these things are weapons, and you have to think of them like that. They are weapons. Okay? They are weapons intended to help them win. So in no way that they're gonna somehow benefit you at the end of the day. No. Because by the press of a button they can silence you. They did it to a president. What do you think that's about? It's a simulation. They literally kicked the president off a social network and nobody said nothing. All right? So if this war continues and you have some opinions, then you're not going to be able to express them freely. in this social media, and that's the truth. That's the honest truth that I'm telling you right now. Okay? It's just the truth. It's just the reality. Right? Because isolation is part of warfare. Yeah? They need to isolate our country from other countries, even from within ourselves. Yeah, they want the Zanzibars to like believe that they are alone, and the Bara believe that they are their own. We have no friends. We look over here in the south, no nigger. In the west, no nigger. In the, you know what I mean? Yeah. So having our own information platform is crucial. Okay, these things, these Zuckerbergs, these are just faces. Okay, the Facebook logo and Zuckerberg's face are the same thing, but inside, at the back of them, is intelligence. The intelligence community, the government, businesses, they are all behind these social media platforms. They are there to serve them. From the top down, they have been built to serve that purpose. And for us, they can just deny us the access to these services. We have no right. We didn't contribute anything to them. We just fed this system, we just improved this system, but that does not count. All of the data that they have sold, all of the data that they have mined is, to us, it brings nothing, but to them it's everything. So all of these tweets and it's not that hard to program these things, okay? Right? Creation is hard. Programming is not hard. Yeah? Again, these people that wanna save the environment by burning the environment, by destroying the environment, they have the nerve to come out with these things, yeah? And these are not the only animals targeted by these individuals. Many, they just come out with scientific papers and say just, this species is endangered. They're actually 900. Just more nonsense, because they know that you cannot go out there and count these things one by one, just like them. But since they have the confidence to come out here and just lie to you, you're actually gonna make the species that is actually extinct to become extinct. They call it culling. It's like they're pruning a tree. They have to prune 500,000 of these birds, roughly. That's not even an accurate estimate. They want to kill 500,000, and this thing happens even to people. They do this even to people, believe me. But you don't get these headlines because people are too sensitive. But they do cull even people. They feel like gods, you know. A nigga in Zion cannot come out and say like things like this. That's how I know like our position is slightly better than these maniacs. Yeah? Imagine TFS coming out and saying, okay, we have to kill 5,000 of these birds because they are making these birds extinct. What? Maybe there are past examples, like the Kunguru situation. You know, I heard like there were operations to reduce crows and stuff like that because there were too many. They were causing inconveniences and things like that. But like I said, this system that we live in is delicate, it's complex, it's sophisticated. This quote-unquote food web that we live in is very delicate. And if you remove one thing from the equation, you ruin the whole situation, right? And trust me, this one here is like a super hunting bird, you know? One of the best predators. So if you take this nigger out of the equation, then you have a lot of rodents and other dangerous insects like snakes and stuff that these birds actually eat. It's not about them attacking another bird species, it's not about that. They have enough space, and these creatures are not territorial, not really. They have nests, but birds are not territorial. So where does this notion come from? Talking about them ruining sports, apparently they banned this type of tackling in American football. Right? This is just them exercising power, showing you that they have power over these sports. We have the red and blue, of course, why the hell not? They're just showing you that, yo, we can change the whole sports. It's within our power. These events are there to serve us, right? They're entertaining kings, just like the Romans, you know. People dying, entertaining kings, pharaohs. It's that sick thing, it hasn't stopped. Okay, in other news, this comes straight out of Ukraine. Yeah, now I saw the original footage, and apparently this was seen by a reconnaissance drone, a UFO basically, a UFO just hovering over there, right? Just hovering, doing completely nothing, and apparently it's not the first sighting. And this was near the front line, you know, so I'm surprised to see only the Ukrainians are the ones that caught it and not the Russians, because they are basically using the same technologies. And by the size of this thing, so what does this say? As usual, psychological warfare, right? If aliens exist, then God does not exist. Simple and clean. I would like to expand on that statement, but I'd rather not. I think I have many times. Right? In simple words, find me the word planet, or even the suggestion of life outside this planet within scripture. Find any translation of the Bible, then we can start having a conversation, right? So yeah, UFOs in Ukraine. UFOs, we have many records of these. No, not UFOs. No, they don't like that terms. They like UAPs these days. unknown flying phenomenon. So they came from object to phenomenon. Man, what are they gonna be next? Invisible, right? If you don't get that joke, man, you're too late. But we have documents upon documents of them hovering over nuclear test sites and basically disabling equipment. The whole deal, you know. I was watching a movie from, I don't know, 61, I think, the Independence Day. A movie is called like that. It's about a big UFO coming to Earth and the predictable things that people would do in the sight of UFOs. Yeah. So yeah, as usual, they are preparing the masses. Yeah. Hollywood is their tool to push their agendas, to make them money, to make them an economy. They use it, right? How do you think people know about products and how they are used? Yeah. You just put them in movies, simple and clean. Yeah. So I'm just saying, all of this nonsense, if you have our own internal servers, they can spread such nonsense like this. They will be posed as a question, not as a thing that just really happened, you know, because we know the source who posted it. Who posted it? Where did they get it? Then you can follow up to find the truth. Quite easy. But in this cloak and dagger meta environment, don't trust anything that come out of there. Right? So this guy, right? This guy, well, you know, people show themselves. So this is their man, right? So all of this, America sending Kenya over there, it's just they're just out for blood, but this is their guy, you know, just like how they controlled Taliban, how they control ISIS. It's all them, you know, and he's not hiding it, you know, he has it over and over, it's his thing, you know. So you're telling me this guy is unaware of the Masonic order? It's just a bling bling that he just bought? Is that what conclusion we are reaching? Yeah, so Haiti is a hostage. He's in a hostage situation. And this guy, as usual, is trying to inject himself into power by saying that there won't be no talk of leadership or government without him on the table. Yeah, you have your own situation over there, Haiti, that you need to figure it out. But if the devil is rampant in your land like this, then you have to look internally. Let me just say that. You have to look internally. If the devil operates openly like this, you have to, like, yeah, I'm just saying, okay? So yeah, that's all I had to share with you for now. Just a little chit chat about this and that. Prince Easy. Love you. Signing out. Bye.